Now continuing with classification of data, the third type is what? Qualitative or ordinal data. So data classified in respect of an attribute are referred to as qualitative data. For example, data on nationality, gender, smoking habits of a group of individuals are example of qualitative data. When if the data are classified in respect of variables, say height, weight, profit, salary, etc., they are known as what? Quantitative data. As I said, the difference between qualitative and quantitative data. So this first part is qualitative data and second part is quantitative data. Quality means it gives me whether that male, female, okay, then nationality, Indian, non-Indian, something like this. So this is quality. And what is quantity? If that data is in terms of numbers, this is nothing but what? Quantitative data. Now the next is what? Quantitative or cardinal data. So data, we already discussed about this quantitative data. Now this data may be further classified into frequency data and non-frequency data. So if my data is repeated so many times, instead of writing each and every term, I will write it in terms of frequency distribution. And if my data is not repeated, then I will write that data as individual data. Okay. Now there are different modes of presentation of data. So these are the three representation or modes of presentation of data. First is textual presentation, second is tabular presentation or tabulation, and last is diagrammatic representation. So whatever data we have, we are presenting our data in textual form or tabular form or diagrammatic form. So let us come to textual presentation. Now what we have this textual presentation? So in this method we have we are presenting data with the help of paragraph or the number of paragraphs. Yes, textual means we are writing our data or our information in terms of text. So for example, they have given us in 2009, out of total of 5,000 workers of Roy enamel factory, 4,200 were members of a trade union. The number of female workers was 20% of the total workers, out of which 30% were members of the trade union. So this is what? This is nothing but we are representing our data in textual form. So in terms of text we wrote our data. So instead of this we can say year 2009. Okay. So how many workers are there? 5,000 workers. So total number of workers equals to 5,000. Okay. 4,200 were members of trade union. So trade union members equals to, we will write in numbers 4,200, right? And the number of females workers was 20%. So we have to calculate that 20% from this 5,000 worker, and out of which, so we have to calculate this female, and from those female we have to check that 30% were members of trade union. So out of those women, 30% that we have to calculate, and will be able to write in terms of what? Numerical values. But here it is represented in terms of what? Textual presentation. So this is the first method. Here they have given different examples. Okay. So the merits of this mode of presentation lies its simplicity. It is simple, but it will be very difficult for further statistical or further calculation. Textual presentation, however, is not preferred by scientist, okay, or statistician. Why? Because it is confusing. We have different observations, and it is not possible to take the numerical values, or it I may get confused whenever I am checking this type of data, right? So this is the first part, that is textual presentation. Textual presentation is one of the data